EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets playing host to the LA Clippers. The Nets able to control the tip. We're underway in Brooklyn. That's the start they were looking for just as the fans were getting seated.
And I love that aggression. Stylistically, you have to come out and dictate the tempo of the ball game. Don't ease your way into it. Keep your foot on the gas.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Jordan. Can't connect from in close. Leonard to Paul George. Beyond the arc for three.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one goes down. Knocks down the second free throw. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. Dinwiddie into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Short jumper misses. Leonard to Beverly. Kevin Durant with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Clippers have the basketball. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard missed his first. That one goes.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
George cleans the offensive glass. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
That's out. Last touch by Kyrie Irving. Kawhi Leonard, tough matchup against Durant. Lets it fly from long range. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. And he hits the second. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Jared Allen, tough matchup against George. Irving to Durant. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Great feed, sets it up. Oh, emphatic slam. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Kevin Durant, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5 wingspan to attack the bucket.
Fires the 3. Can't get the bounce. Into the front court, it's Irving. Down 5. Has a chance. Tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
With a drop step. Offensive rebound to Durant. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Kevin Durant, 3 for 4. Good start. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer, no. He's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
To George. Knocks it down from mid-range. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Offensive rebound, cleans it up to Jordan. Paul George swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Kevin Durant. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Kevin Durant has it. To Jordan, down low. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
And that one out of bounds off a net, so it'll stay with the LA Clippers.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball.
Williams into the front court. Up 6. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Ivica Zubac. He's got 2 shots coming. 71% for his career. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Durant across the timeline. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. 4-3. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
George, not that time. He missed it. That's it for the first quarter. The Clippers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
If our team reaches 100 points and wins tonight, everyone gets free.
George, they'll get it down low to Harrell. Deep right corner, Williams. Lou Williams. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
He throws it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Brooklyn's got it. take stock of the floor. Irving, Clippers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Strong finish for Paul George.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
George buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys down big. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Paul George. Has a look. Just off the mark. And the rebound taken down by the Clippers. Williams. To Leonard. George. Oh, that's how it's done.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
And they call it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Team foul number 2. Entering the game for the Clippers, number 20.
Irving to Dinwiddie. No good. Paul George to Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
George can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Beverly. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Patrick Beverly plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Entering the game.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Beverly to Leonard. Kevin Durant sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Irving. Durant. Oh, he had him there for a second. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Patrick Beverly. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Count it.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Rocking the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Great pass to set it up. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When one player goes down, or maybe in this case two, it gives a player an opportunity to really rise to the occasion. Well, that happened last year with Spencer Dinwiddie. When Jeremy Lin and D'Angelo Russell both went down to injury, This kid went from a D-League player to a starter in the NBA, and one of the most clutch players we had for the Brooklyn Nets this past year.
First free throw is good. Second to three, got it. Hits all 3 free throws. Kyrie across the timeline. Down a bundle. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Leonard. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Leonard, and a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. For 3. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Leonard. Jared Allen pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And count the basket inside.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
George. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Trying to cash in, and he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
The follow won't go either. Nets have it. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Los Angeles, number 23, Louis Williams. Stepping in for the Nets, number 2.
To George. Offensive board to Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. George to Leonard. Gets it in the right corner. Williams. Lou Williams. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And that one out of bounds off a net.
Come on, man. Take care of the ball. Take care of the ball.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Nets, number 0.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard. Smothering D.
His scoring has definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Leonard. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
From long range. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. To Jordan. From the painted area, won't go down. Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's 3 for 7.
DeAndre Jordan's game, we know, is better suited for being closer to the rim, but I got to give him a lot of credit. He's developed into a guy who can step out and occasionally knock down a jumper if you give him some space.
Leonard.
Substitution.
Great defense, forcing the miss. Durant with the basketball up top. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Durant buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Fires the 3, misfires. It's no good. The follow won't go either. Here comes the screen. That misses with a second to go. That ends the third quarter. It's been all Clippers so far. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Williams across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Deep 2 there, won't go. Brooklyn with the basketball. Kyrie Irving. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Baseline drive. Williams all the way, but his shot stays out. To Jordan. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Shot from the lane won't go. Kevin Durant tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
He was so wide open. Pretty much looked like a deer staring into the headlights. Last resort, but still, points on the board.
DeAndre Jordan with a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Great look and vision. DeAndre Jordan, huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. Into the game for the Nets. Number 00.
Go to work, man. That's all you. That's all you.
Kyrie Irving. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To George. Oh, whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Kyrie Irving. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
George. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
Paul George. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Turns and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Harkless. Oh, he's denied.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
And the 2 counted at the rim for DeAndre Jordan.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Stepping in for the Nets. Number 12, Joe Harris.
Doesn't get the bounce. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3. Los Angeles Clippers are
Can't connect on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. To Harkless. And a throwdown. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Irving with the basketball. His guys down big. Finish that. Backcourt. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Irving to Durant. Here's a chance from long range, and Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the 3.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Irving brings the ball up court. Patrick Beverly rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Durant. And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To Leonard. Kevin Durant snatching it out of the air.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on